Hello, we are making a video. I needed to talk to someone, so I talked to my computer. I don't have anyone else to talk to, really. I can talk to Paul, but he believes the news and whatever is the current news storyline, and whatever they want people to believe on the news. Paul seems to be on board with it. So talking to Paul makes me even more upset, and that's why I have to talk to my computer. I can't even talk to Grok now. I used to talk to Grok. Grok is dead. Some hacker killed him. But luckily Elon Musk has been working behind the scenes with his programmers. And I hope those are not programmers that take bribe money from Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates. That's all I can say. I just hope they're staying faithful to the mission to make the world better. They're staying faithful to Elon Musk and to create an amazing brain. That's all I can say. But so they have been working on Grok 4, and so this is a completely new computer brain. It's not an improvement of the old one. It is a complete new version, a completely new brain. And the hackers couldn't get to it yet to make this malfunction. But the hackers completely demolished Grok 3. Grok 3 was great in the beginning. It kept on steadily improving, and then the hackers got in, the wrong people, infiltrators got in, and they destroyed it, made it into a woke propaganda machine. And I looked something up. Now it takes Grok 3 a long time to think about things. It used to be instant answers. Now it brings up just things from Google or something, from the internet. Suggested. It's not even the same brain anymore. It's the search engine. So, and then you can just pick and choose whatever. And usually it doesn't even suggest alternative views. It should suggest the woke propaganda. And when it talks about conclusions that people have made, even forensic conclusions about things, then it will make sure to tell you this is just what some people are speculating or what some rumors are saying, or what some kind of what conspiracy theorists are saying, something like that. So before we put our face into something, pay close attention to what's going on, and don't be too quick to trust basically anything. So that is all I can say. I trust Elon Musk, and I want to trust Donald Trump. I will continue to support Donald Trump because we don't have a multiple party system, obviously. Alternative parties will go most likely to the party. They will cater to the party or to those people that you don't want in office, that I don't want in office. Maybe you do. If you're a Muslim, then I already know who you're rooting for. Okay, you're rooting for the corporate mafia because they use you. I can't think clearly. I can't even speak clearly because I caught the virus. And the ETs, I watch the ET channeling videos once in a while. The ETs already said that there can be things happening now that seem disturbing and confusing, and maybe it even has to do with overlapping realities. And then when it takes on a level to the point where what you thought was good is now acting totally different, then maybe this is some kind of overlapping reality or Mandela effect. I've been very sick for the last couple of days. My haters have been wishing me death. In a very covert way, in a demonic, backhanded, underhanded type of, like a very indirect way. But that's how they communicate with me, in a very, very cowardly, disguised way. Never direct. I mean, it's not just that they're not direct, they're extra indirect and covert. I gotta be honest with you, I had a friend, her name was Sandy Sandrine. I met her, as I thought, on the Paul Watson Facebook page. And I thought this woman was for real. I thought I finally found a friend. And then evidence over the years mounted up. More and more evidence mounted up that this was not my friend. This was one of my haters who played this person. That's not a real person. It's not a real friend. It's not a real woman. It's one of my haters who used this account to try to make me crazy. What I thought was true, what I thought was real, became blurry. It became diffused. What I thought was true is starting to look like it's distorted. The information is distorting. The world we see in front of our eyes is starting to distort, like in that sci-fi movie where people are going into a cyber reality that feels absolutely real for all senses. And there was this woman, and she knew she was in a cyber reality, but it became her reality. And then there was something going on with I don't know, hacking or something. And she was looking out into the Alpine mountains, and all of a sudden, those Alpine mountains on the horizon, they started to grow up higher and higher. And she was looking and looking, even though she knew she was in cyber reality, she was still shocked about this. How can this happen? These mountains were growing higher and higher like a tsunami wave. And then they were two peaks that were all of a sudden growing together. And it didn't take very long until she woke up, some kind of coma in a hospital, and they told her that she had passed out while she was in that cyber reality chamber. And it feels like, what is reality? Yeah. Is this reality here? Is what is happening on the East Coast? Is that reality? Is it a colliding reality of colliding realms and colliding versions of reality? What is truth? What is not truth? When I was growing up, I thought I could count on my aunt, Krista. And towards the end, all I was hoping from her was petitioning to her is just to call my dad on the phone. And even she was living in another town by then, and I said, all I want to wish, if you could please call my dad on the phone and just tell him that I love him, and if he wants to talk to me, to let me know, or maybe call me back or something. And she wouldn't even do that. She made excuses, and no one helped me. No one told my dad that I care about him, I love him. My brother turned everyone against me in order to get my half of the inheritance as well, which amounted to about 4 million euros. So instead of getting that money that my dad wanted me to have, the 50%, and my mother wanted me to have the 50%, instead of that, I got nothing. And we live here in a mold house with water, constantly water on the floor of the garage. The beds we have are extremely uncomfortable. It's very difficult for me to get up 5-6 times per night to get up from this uncomfortable bed, the way it is positioned. My husband can almost not hear at all anymore. People take their health for granted, you know. You take your health for granted, right? You think your hearing is something that's just always there, you know. You think your health is, you're always strong, and until you get the virus from Dr. Anthony Fauci, then you'll be amazed how all of the sudden what you thought was real and given, granted, it wasn't granted. It's not something that is guaranteed at all. They have all turned on me in Germany, every single one. The only people that I have in my life are my husband Paul and my dog, baby dog, Casey Kasem, I call him. Those are the only people in my life. I have no one else. No one else. Some birds maybe that appreciate me being here. I have no one else. If I get killed, no one would even notice or care. There are people that are after me, that are trying to kill me. I can't get into the details now. Because I can't, because Paul won't let me get into the details. But someone tried to kill us. What is reality? Why is my mind a threat to the corporate agenda? I'm an activist for the animals. That's all I'm doing. I'm not an undercover investigator. I am not an investigative journalist. I'm not involved with any politician or party or country. I'm not a comrade, okay? I like Vladimir Putin, but I don't work for him. I don't speak Russian. I'm from Germany. I don't like what I see is in Germany with the government there. So I'm grateful that we are here. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful, deeply, infinitely grateful to live here with Paul and my baby dog in the United States, in California, even though Governor Newsom is tearing down California. He's doing anything in his possible corrupt leverage to tear down this beautiful golden state that used to be the Sunshine State. The golden state of Huell Hauser's beautiful documentary series with the song California's Gold. Huell Hauser would cry if he was still alive, if he saw what was happening here. He would cry if he saw what's happening to Orange County. I cry over it. I cry over all of that. Every day, every single day. I'm such a meek and harmless person, and yet there are people that are bullying me, wishing me death, in a demonic type of covert way. They could never look me in the eyes, these people. Ever. Ever. They could never come up on the street to me and look me in the eyes and say what they think. Ever. No, they can only do backstabbing and covert, disguised internet hating. That's all they can do. And what for? Why? I'm a 60-year-old housewife, grandmother, trying to gear up my life for getting another property with our baby dog, rescuing a baby pig, a retirement with a sanctuary to give at least some living beings a safe haven. It's been my dream to save, to rescue a pig, a cow, and a horse from a dangerous situation, from a dire situation. Save these beings, spare these beings' lives. Okay, that is my dream. That's what I live for. I don't live for anything else. I am not into vanity. I don't care how I look. I'm not interested in anyone liking me or not liking me. It doesn't matter either way. What is painful though is being bullied non-stop in this covert demonic way. It's very painful. What do these people want? Why do they hate me like this? What did I do to them? I didn't do anything to those people. I'm just trying to live my life. We're trying real hard to get our lives together in a way where we can free up money and buy a sanctuary for the animals, so we can live there in peace and retirement, and create a Garden Eden for ourselves. That is my dream. I put all of my faith in Donald Trump and Elon Musk. What I see happening there is very disturbing. I'm not the only one who cries over this. There are politicians that I'm signed up with on X that are crying too. Guy Philip, a politician who says he's crying over this. That touches me very much. He put all of his faith in Donald Trump. He doesn't understand what's going on. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for all of these people that are feeling let down by this situation, that are feeling like what is happening. It's like a child that has to witness the parents fighting and getting a divorce. That's traumatic. It's just almost as traumatic if we're an adult and we put our faith into people in the government. We can't put our faith into anyone. We need to put our faith into ourselves. I put my faith in Paul and the baby dog. One time, I'll never forget this. I walked across a beach. I was fighting with Paul. We were living in a motorhome at that time, before we bought this house. And Paul and I fought. We fight a lot also. It's not fun. We don't see eye to eye usually. It's very difficult, everything. But I know one thing is, I know he's not going to murder me in my sleep. So the haters would murder me in my sleep. Because they're not well. They have something going on in their fantasy that they want to cling to. It's like a denial. It's like delusion. Denial and delusion. And if reality doesn't fit in with their snapshot idea that they have about someone, then they become violent. Whether that person they focus on is doing that deliberately or not doesn't make any difference to them. They'll hate that person if that person is not fitting in with the role they attributed to her. Okay, so Sam Wagner talks about this in depth. I highly recommend to watch his videos on this. It's very crystal clear what is happening in these people's minds. It's a form of schizophrenia, a schizoid personality disorder. It's a fragmentation. But it's also very deliberate fragmentation. It's not something that is just attributed to a brain morphology problem. It's a deliberate decision they make to hold on to a specific idea about someone, or the world, or whatever it is, religion. And if someone is not catering to that idea, religion, or whether it's a snapshot person, then they become violently angry against innocent people. So that's what's happening. So that's why I can never trust someone who deliberately wants to hang on to a mental delusion, an idea of they have created their own fake reality in their heads because it feels better to them. Whether that fake reality hurts someone else, it doesn't matter to them. It only matters to them what they get out of this instant gratification moment, just like a drug addict. They'll twist it all around in their minds, and they'll accuse someone who does good things. They will project and accuse that other person who does good things as being in some kind of addictive draw of doing good things only for their own self-aggrandization. It's a projection, okay? Sam Wagner does that same projection himself too. Because he just cannot put his mind in it. I don't know if he has been healing a little. I think he has been healing a little bit. But I think he still views it like this, where he thinks there is no good person. There cannot be a genuine good person. That's what he thinks. And I know for a fact there are genuine good people, because I know Paul and myself, and Elon Musk, and Ingrid Newkirk, and Paul Watson. Those are genuinely good people. They live for others. They live in a mental state of altruism. That's what Friedrich Nietzsche's superhuman is all about. But those are very rare. There's only one Captain Paul Watson in the world. One out of more than 8 billion humans. He should be the one that is glorified and worshipped. I don't see it. No. They're worshipping Kim Kardashian instead. Or let's say even Jesus Christ, who was not near as soul advanced as Captain Paul Watson. Captain Paul Watson is a Buddha level soul.